people, pretty light, pretty deuces. Hey everybody, this is your favorite girl, Millie in the city with my beautiful co-host,
J.V. Jones.
And welcome to our talk radio show, guys, Connect the City. We are going to cover the entire gamut on politics, entertainment, relationships, celebrity and trendy news, and current events. And we're going to connect it all to the city, guys. So let's jump right in. Before we start, I am so excited. I'm so excited. Look, this episode is called Bullying Must Stop. Teen suicide must cease. I mean, can you say that again? Just say it again. Must stop. This episode is being sponsored by Sugar Rim Bar, also known as SRB. Sugar Rim Bar is a mobile events, and they want to host your next event. They provide everything from staff, catering, to equipment. They are fully insured and ready to bring the party to you. Yes. They also specialize in small parties, which we've been to many. Okay, I'm going to interrupt the advertisement, but we've been to many. Luxury weddings, festivals, and more. You can call them today on 240-264-0247. We are so honored to be sponsored by Sugar Rim Bar. Or visit them at sugarrimbar.com, SUGARRIMBAR.com. We thank you, Sugar Rim Bar. Thank you so much. So we're also wearing our shirts. Did you love your shirts? Humble Thyself. This is by Rucker Apparel, guys. They're on Facebook, and if anyone is interested in contacting them, it can be done through their Facebook page, which is Rucker Apparel, or email them at ruckerapparel@gmail.com. Also, they do shirts for events, choirs, teams, like social clubs, right, etc., and individual shirts of your choice. So we're really happy about that. So this episode, again, bullying must stop. Just forgot that quick, and I shouldn't have. Teen suicide must cease. I want to introduce our special guest for the evening. Let me start off with one of our first special guests. I know they're in the queue somewhere. Someone won't call in till later. But I have Michonne Ware. She's the Director of Public Relations for the Love Forward campaign. We also have Lisa Hounshell. She's the Executive Director for the Love Forward campaign. We were just at their event. It was amazing. Bravo to you guys for that. We have Felecia Futrell. She will be telling her personal story. We also have Shant'a Miller. She's the CEO and founder of Parents Against Bullying, P.A.B. Love that. So let's get right in it. I hope I did okay with that one. We're going to bring in some of our callers. And so the first caller we'll bring in is with the last 4 digits of 6570. Caller, you're on with Connect the City. May we have your name? Okay, you want to be silent? That's okay. If you want to be silent, we're not mad at that.
Not mad at all.
Not mad at that. Caller with the last 4 digits 9986. You're on with Connect the City. May we have your name?
Hi, this is Lisa Hounshell with the Love Forward campaign. Hi, ladies.
Hi,
how are you?
I didn't say your last name right at all, did I? I didn't say it.
Thanks for calling in.
Let me get back to the last 4 digits of 6570. Caller, you're on with Connect the City. May we have your name? Okay. Because I'm not sure if they're going to come in. We're going to see if they're going to come in. Lisa, thank you so much for taking the time out of your... Hi, how are you?
How are y'all doing? This is Lynette calling in for Charlotte.
Oh, thank you, Lynette. How are you? How's it down there in Charlotte?
It's starting to get a little bit better, but y'all keep your cold and everything back up there. Okay?
All right, okay. So what we're going to do, Lynette, since it's just going to be such a touchy topic. We have our special guest that came in. Usually we do interactive, right, JV? Don't we love it? And by doing interactive, we might not be able to do as much interactive. We want to be able to give everyone a chance to speak. And all of our special guests that took their time and read off the statistics and see what they have to say. We'll bring you in a little later. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right, no problem. Okay, so Lisa.
Yes,
As we talked about earlier, we do have some other special guests coming in. I want to jump right in. We really want to jump right in because we want to define bullying. JV and I will read off some statistics, although they're teensy bit long. We're going to read them off as quick as possible, and then we want you to jump right in when we call on you to dispel some of the things. Maybe we don't know some things, right, JV?
Okay.
Right, JV?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, for anyone that doesn't know, I guess I had to do this. The definition of bullying. And so bullying is when a person or group repeatedly tries to harm someone who is weaker or who they think is weaker. Sometimes it involves direct attacks, such as hitting, name-calling, teasing, or taunting. Sometimes it is indirect, such as spreading rumors or trying to make others reject someone. Often people dismiss bullying among kids as a normal part of growing up. If I could be honest, I kind of thought that's what it was at first myself. I see not. But bullying is harmful. It can lead to children and teenagers to feel tense and afraid. It may lead them to avoid school. In severe cases, teens are bullied and they may feel they need to take drastic measures or react violently. Others even consider suicide. For some, the effects of bullying last a lifetime. That was a mouthful. So real briefly before we jump into the statistics that we do have, is that the accurate definition for bullying, or did you want to add something really quick?
Let's just say this. The fact that that definition is that long, if you look up other subject matters, domestic violence, just suicide, alcoholism, drug abuse, the definitions are not that long. So what does that tell you? I mean, I've done my own research, but yesterday one of our guest speakers also shared that definition with us. Are you guys getting any reverb? I don't know what I need to do on my end.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Is it me?
No, it's just I had to readjust something, so you're good. Go ahead.
Okay. And so like I was saying, the definition of bullying is quite extensive. Don't you agree?
Yes, it
the
is.
list of that definition.
Yes.
So to say that is something that an issue that we need to ignore, we can't.
No.
So I believe that those words and that definition about sums up exactly what it's about. If you feel threatened, inferior, sad, afraid about someone coming in contact with you or something that they said to you, and we're not just talking about the little picking that children sometimes do or adults sometimes do, but it's repeatedly. That's the key word in that.
Yes.
It's repetitive.
Yes.
It's intentional. Something tends to make you feel that way. It wasn't just, oh, girl, look at what you have on today, and then they never bother you again.
Right.
It's repetitive.
Exactly.
So, yes, I agree with that definition wholeheartedly.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about the reverb.
It's okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't my fault.
Right. So we're going to bring another caller in. We are looking for 3 more special guests. Caller with the last 4 digits, 2859. You're on with Connect the City. May we have your name?
Yes, this is Shant'a Miller, the CEO of Parents Against Bullying.
Hi, Shant'a. How are you?
So much, Shant'a.
Hello, I'm fine. Yourself?
We are excellent.
Appreciate you taking time out to
Yes,
call
we
in.
do. Yes, we do. We're very excited. So just to re-announce, we have Lisa Hounshell, the executive director for the Love For It campaign, and the person that just came in. Our special guest was Shant'a Miller. She's the CEO and founder of Parents Against Bullying. Many people may have seen that. It's also P.A.B. It's probably just P.A.B, but I wanted to be specific. Parents Against Bullying. I've seen it a lot. And so, Shant'a, we just read a definition. Please say hello to Miss Lisa Hounshell.
Hello, Lisa. How are you? Well, I'm wonderful. How are you, dear? I'm good. Good.
What we were telling everyone on the line is that usually JV are very excited to have like an interactive radio show. So we're excited to have that. But this evening we want to be able to read off statistics. We want to be able to, for you guys to tell us who you are and what you do. And JV and I will then maybe bring callers on in a little later. But first I would like to really briefly speak with Miss Lisa, and please introduce yourself again. I know I don't do you justice, and who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, again, my name is Lisa Hounshell. I'm the Senior Executive Director for the Love Forward campaign.
Okay.
And the Love Forward campaign, we are a random acts of kindness community group. And this is something that we started back in November of 2017.
Okay.
And we decided to take on the anti-bullying as our first campaign as of January 1st.
Okay.
Okay. That's wonderful.
That is wonderful. Oh,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Shant'a, we might think we know you. We might see your things on social media and possibly on TV. Could you just reintroduce yourself and tell us about what you do and who you're with?
Yes, I'm Shant'a Miller, and I'm the CEO and founder of Parents Against Bullying Virginia. We do so much, but I'll just try to cap it just a little. We started Parents Against Bullying in 2012, so this is our 5th year. We're truly excited
Excellent.
about being the voice for those that don't have a voice and teach those that don't have a voice how to be a voice. Being that support for the community to spread awareness about anti-bullying awareness. That's just a little piece of what we stand for and what we're about.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So what we're going to do, JV and I, it's unfortunate that it's pretty lengthy, but we're going to read as much as we possibly can quickly about the statistics, and we want you to tell us if you have any more statistics, if we're right, if 2018 has produced more statistics that we might not like. So one of the statistics is it's kind of frightening. It's 160,000 students skip school every day for fear of being bullied. 60% of middle school students say that they have been bullied, while 16% of the staff believe that students are bullied. 30% of students who reported that they had been bullied said that at times brought weapons to school. Wow. A bully is 6 times more likely to be incarcerated by the age of 24. A bully is 5 times more likely to have a serious criminal record when he or she grows up. 2/3 of students who are targets become bullies. 20% of children say that they have been bullied.
It's terrible. Well, 20% of high school students say they have seriously considered suicide within the last 12 months. 25% of students say that teachers intervene in bullying incidents, while 71% of teachers say they intervened. The average child has watched 8,000 televised murders and 100,000 acts of violence before finishing elementary school. Whew, that's terrible. In schools where there are anti-bullying programs, bullying is reduced by 50%. Bullying was a factor in 2/3 of the 37 school shootings reviewed by the U.S. Secret Service. According to the National Institute of Occupational Safety Health, Sauter et al., 1990, there is a loss of employment amounting to $19 billion and a drop in productivity of $3 billion due to workplace bullying. Law enforcement costs related to bullying are enormous. Since 1999, the Office on Violence Against Women has spent $98 million in assistance to address campus sexual violence. I knew we threw a little bit extra in there, but I imagine all of this is necessary.
All of that was necessary. We want to start off with Lisa. Lisa, we read a lot, and I know we gave you guys a lot.
Yeah.
But are all of those statistics true? Is the first question, and the second question.
Those statistics is true.
Okay, and the second question is, I pray and hope that we didn't leave anything out. Did we?
Think about it. There's a life being lost every day.
Every day.
Because those statistics change. Just today's the 13th, so yesterday, a young boy in Missouri, 12 years old, Mississippi, 12 years old, took his life because of bullying. He wasn't that statistic the day before yesterday.
Exactly.
Oh.
So those numbers are changing rapidly.
Yes. Yes.
0.3 million children nationwide have been subjected to some form of bullying. So, yeah, those statistics that you read are those are of the incidents that have been reported. So much going on, we can't even keep up with it. Won't you agree, Shant'a? I mean, it's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. Yes, I agree.
And go ahead.
Go ahead. What happened? Okay, so I know Shanta''s still here.
Yes.
Here's my issue.
Yes, I was.
Oh, you were about to speak? Go ahead.
No, she asked me on my opinion about those statistics pieces that each state has their numbers as well, and it does change daily. I'm actually dealing with two situations right now where the parents, are saying that they don't know how to report what's going on with their kids. So you have those that haven't been reported, you have people that don't know how to report or what to do, and then you have those daily things that are occurring that, like Lisa said, this has not been reported yet. They don't do those statistics daily.
Yes.
Right. Lisa, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, and if you think I'm out of line, that's fine. But I have to say that, first, you put on an amazing event. I was there with bells on. I was a little disappointed. Let me tell you why. It was a free event. Okay? It was free. It was free. I know it was free. It was free. And what I'm thinking is, I needed more of the community to come out. Where were they? There was a lot of people there, but I know if Rick Ross, who was just in the hospital, came out, or you were doing this or that, they would have flocked. But this is a situation that's taking our youth. I was just, and even today, I have people, because we are on Facebook Live, and this is also going to be on YouTube, and I know JV has notifications, I have notifications, people are still poking me and requesting my friend, call in, give me, what can we do? And that's so discouraging, because didn't the young lady just kill herself? I was in the grocery store last week, and because she liked science and tech. I can't remember what state she was in. She liked science and tech, and they bullied her. She was a cute little thing too. All of them are cute, but I'm just saying, she was just like, okay, she was in the mirror, and she was doing her selfies, and she took her life. And her parents were like, it's because of bullying. What? These lines should be lit up. So bad.
And that's what, it's funny that you say that the fact that it was a free event, people kept asking me, I can't believe you're not charging, you should have charged. But this was our first event, and not to say that we'll ever charge, because that's not what we're really about. It's more so wanting people to have the heart and the passion to want to come to something that's free and informative, and not just about a booty shaking and twerking contest. And,
right, they would have been there for that.
We offer entertainment, but we offer tasteful entertainment.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We wanted everyone to have fun. We wanted to offer something to every age bracket. But the truth of the matter is we were there for a serious cause.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to lose that. I didn't want that to get covered in the minutia of it. Oh, we came to be entertained and ate good. And, no, you came to learn something.
Yes,
And I did feel like
definitely.
we lost some people in the transition from our meet and greet to the rally portion of it, where it was the meat and potatoes of everything.
Yeah.
And if I had to do it over, I think I would have shortened the meet and greet and went into the meat and potatoes of it.
Okay.
But we'll have another opportunity to do that. And Shant'a and I have talked about that. So once later on in the discussion, we can tell you what our goal is and
Okay.
idea for our future events.
Okay.
That'd be great.
I wanted to bring Lynette in. She's on the line with us, and she had a question for, I believe, Lisa.
How are you doing? Yeah, when I hear y'all talk about this, actually I have my talk show in Charlotte, and I think there's 2-part series on it. And it's amazing how parents were on there talking about their kids being bullied, and then they talk about them being bullied. And I'm 50, and I'm still being bullied. And it's amazing how it's not just, I wish I could get a stats from adults, because adults are taking their lives too. This is no joke, it's all across the board now. And I just look at it like this: the people that are bullying people are hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. Misery loves company. But like you said, who's to blame? And that's what my topic was: who do you blame?
We're going to get into that
Because
in a few minutes.
They're seeing it at home. They're seeing it out the street. They've been, it's all across the board. I'll be honest with you, not to be negative about it, I don't think it's ever going to stop. And the reason why I say it is because it feels like it's a generational pattern and a curse, and nobody knows where it is in the beginning, middle, or the end.
Okay.
And please let me know when y'all have the next event. I will come back up home to the D&D or wherever y'all have it at, because it's a serious matter that when the babies are taking their lives and the adults are taking their lives, where do we start?
Right, and so Lynette, we are going to talk about where to put the blame in just a few moments, and that's going to be the next segment of our show. JV, when you get these news reports, and I call you disgusted, and you just hear it, what do you feel like? Are you just disgusted?
I'm very disgusted, and may I ask the ladies a question?
Oh, absolutely.
Because ladies, I wonder, has there been a major rise in this type of situation since social media, or have the statistics basically been the same?
Shant'a, you're going to have to answer that. I don't think it's an issue. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. The statistics have risen because of the social media portion. And that is because of the fact that a lot of bullies hide behind the phones, behind the computers, behind the iPads, behind all of that computer devices. And not only that, it's gotten to the point where there's laws that are in place because of the fact that a lot of things that are on social media have glorified that it's okay to do these acts. So unless it's corrected, then it's going to continue, and it's going to continue to grow. And I can only say that because I have walked in that, meaning when my daughter was attacked back in 2012, the girl actually attacked her, kicked her for 17 minutes, but the 17 minutes was broken up. She stopped at one point, but she was offered 25 cents to start it back up again so that the kids can record it. So that's what I mean by social media has really risen and has put in a big rise and a big push on the on this bullying piece. Cyberbullying is a very, very humongous number in the cyber world. So we didn't have that back when I was growing up, or when you guys were, coming up. So you have to look at that piece.
Right. So we're gonna get into that pretty towards more so the middle of the show. But now that the topic has been brought up, I'll take this moment to do my Millie's moments. And so I talked with the maybe I shouldn't mention her name, but I was at the principal at the Roosevelt Senior High School, and a lot of people are blaming social media. However, you know, what I've learned after speaking with her and some other people is that social media really is just a form of bullying, and it's not the whole problem. And so what do you say, Shant'a, and then Lisa, to that?
Ask me that one more time.
Because what I was saying was I wanted to blame, I have blame on one group of people, and I can't blame them, and I thought
Okay.
social media was the full blame, and that's just a form of bullying, like you said, cyberbullying, but it's not the real problem. And so what do you say to that statement?
What I will say to that is that there's different steps to it.
Okay.
If we know about it and someone is reporting it, and we have some people in positions that ignore it or try to brush it under the rug, it continues to manifest. It continues to grow. Then it goes to another step. And so therefore, if we would nip it in the bud, not only from just at home, but once before our children even walk out of the threshold of our home, teaching them the rights and the wrongs about that, and stop it there, and then people in positions will take the initiative to do their part to stopping something, then it would stop. Because 50% of the time, when a bystander intervenes in a bullying situation, it stops. 90% of the time. That's a lot. So what does that tell you? That tells you that when you speak about it and you do something about it, it stops.
Right.
They don't want the light on them in that way.
Okay. So we are going to take a really quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about where we lay the lie of blame. Who do we lay the lie on? Who do we lay the lie on, Lord? Who do we blame? And we got to start with some solutions because this is really absolutely ridiculous. So we'll be right back in just about 30 seconds, guys. You're on with Connect the City. So we're going to go to social media here, and then I figured you would give your thoughts, your story, because remember you said that you want to do that, and then your thoughts on this subject matter, and then I was going to do the blame.
Well, I wasn't really doing it from that standpoint. I just wanted to know if they thought it increased, if there was an increase in it. That's why I asked that. Not to take away from what you're saying.
Well, I think we just covered it. That's a whole other issue. Okay. Welcome back, guys. You are on with Connect the City. We are talking about teen bullying bullying must stop, and teen suicide. I am Millie in the City, your hostess with the mostest.
I am J.V. Jones.
J.V. Jones what? Oh my goodness. So before the break, guys, okay, so we will talk about that in a few moments. Lynette will have her speak back on that. So we are on Facebook Live where so many people are leaving comments and things of that nature. Here was my question, and this is going to be to you, Shant'a and Lisa. Where can we lay the blame for bullying? I say this because in schools that have an anti-bullying program, bullying is reduced by 50%. And JV, you spoke on that earlier, correct? The Stop Bullying Now Foundation was founded to address the epidemic of bullying that exists in the schools today. The main objective is to raise funds to assist all 67 school districts in Florida, but as well as school districts around the country in creating a sustainable and powerful anti-bullying program. So in this situation, I've got to know who the culprit is. Who can we blame? I blame the schools at first, and unfortunately, talking to the principal of the senior high school, I can no longer do that. I changed my mind in 2 days. Where can we put the blame? I need to know.
Well, this is Lisa again, and I agree with the principal. It's not predominantly the school's fault. Now, one of the things I have been campaigning for, and that is prevention, not apologies, and that does apply to schools because the children who are taking their lives because they're getting bullied at school, something is being missed at that school. Something is being missed at home.
Yes.
There are times when children become very withdrawn, even around their family members, and complaining about not wanting to go to school. 160,000 children face being ill during the school year and will skip school because they don't want to deal with being bullied.
Yes.
Parents have to pay attention to it, just like we can't just say, well, it's like when we used to say, well, I didn't know my child was failing. And why didn't the teacher do anything about it, knowing that my kid wasn't passing any grades? It kind of goes in hand with that. We have to pay attention on all sides. This takes everybody to be involved. We can't just be hands off and eyes off. That's what I call it, eyes off. And, you come home after a long day's work, you yell upstairs, hey, can you do your homework? Yes, dinner's ready to come. You guys don't sit at the table. You don't interact with each other. The TV is on. Your cell phones are on. You're not looking at the person sitting across from you or the person who gets in your car in the morning when you drop them off from school and see that they're not excited about going to school. I don't know about you guys, but I was excited about going to school.
I was not.
And I don't know, I feel like kids have changed in that.
Well,
There's no self, promoting let's encourage kids that you don't get your education, but why can't school be fun anymore? And I think a lot of that is missing, and so these kids become, like they're bored. They well, let's pick on Susan today, or let's pick on Bobby today, and then it becomes a repetitive thing because that person has lower self-esteem already.
Yes.
So for us to blame it, you can't. There's multiple reasons, and another thing, and then I'll let Shant'a say something. One of the things we also have to take into consideration, and I'm a little saddened disappointed that one of my guest speakers couldn't come yesterday. He was going to speak to us about being a former bully.
That would have been amazing.
Life. And I so wanted to hear from him.
Oh, yes.
Because I thought he would give us the insight on the bully.
Mm-hmm.
And so he couldn't attend to do the work. But there are some mental, psychological things that go on, I think, with people who like to pick on the same person over and over again. It makes them feel better. And it was because a lot of times that they were picked on in their homes.